The camera opens with sweeping shots of a beautiful, grand wedding venue surrounded by lush gardens. There's excitement in the air as guests and family bustle about preparing for the big day. A tent is set up for the reception. The calm before the storm. Emily, dressed in a white robe, nervously looks at herself in the mirror. She smiles but seems lost in thought. Sophie, her best friend and bridesmaid, adjusts her dress in the corner. The two laugh, share jokes, and exchange excited glances. I can't believe it's finally happening. All these years of planning, and it's today. You've got this. Ben's gonna lose it when he sees you walk down the aisle. I just hope everything goes perfectly. The camera shows guests arriving. Emily's mother, Karen, is seen frantically checking arrangements. A quiet tension fills the air. Then, as people start entering the venue, Emily suddenly notices something. Sophie isn't there. Emily searches the room. Sophie's phone is lying on the counter. She picks it up, scanning for any signs. There are messages, but nothing that indicates Sophie's whereabouts. Where the hell is she? Emily begins walking toward the reception hall when she sees Ben in the crowd, talking to his friends. She approaches him, looking frantic. Ben, have you seen Sophie? She was supposed to be here to help me get dressed, but I can't find her. Maybe she's with Tara. You know how she gets. She might be calming her down or something. Emily looks unsure but nods, trying to convince herself that everything is fine. The ceremony begins, and Sophie still hasn't been seen. Emily is visibly distressed. The wedding march plays and Emily walks down the aisle, but her eyes are scanning the crowd for any sign of Sophie. Ben is waiting at the altar, his expression one of joy mixed with confusion. Still no sign of Sophie. The reception is in full swing. Emily, now married, sits at the head table. Guests are enjoying themselves, but Emily's mind is elsewhere. She sneaks another look at Sophie's phone, and a chill runs down her spine. There's a missed call from Sophie's mom. Suddenly, the sound of the door creaks. Emily turns and Detective Harris enters, a stern expression on his face. Emily, I need to speak with you. Detective Harris is sitting across from Emily, his demeanor calm yet firm. I'm afraid something's happened to Sophie. What do you mean? She's just been gone for a few hours. We found her car parked about a mile from here. No sign of her, no signs of struggle, but it looks like she left in a hurry. Emily's face pales. Her worst fears are starting to become reality. Ben and Karen stand near the entrance, speaking quietly. Karen looks distraught. Where the hell is Sophie? Why hasn't anyone heard from her? I don't know, Karen. But whatever happened, we're going to find her. Emily sits in the police station, waiting anxiously. Detective Harris walks in with a grim look on his face. He holds a stack of papers. We found something troubling. What is it? Where is Sophie? Your friend Sophie. She wasn't just missing. She was involved in something far darker. There's evidence she was being blackmailed. And the person behind it is someone you know well. Emily's heart sinks. Her mind races with thoughts of her closest friends. Who did this to her? Ben is talking to Tara, Sophie's sister, who has just arrived. She looks disheveled, exhausted. You knew something, didn't you? You knew about Sophie's troubles. I didn't know the whole truth. She'd been meeting with someone in secret. I didn't want to believe it. The detective continues his conversation with Emily, showing her a series of texts between Sophie and an unknown number. She was meeting someone at the wedding tonight, but it wasn't a guest. She was supposed to meet with them after you walked down the aisle. She wanted to get out, but it was too late. Someone was controlling her every move. Emily's face turns pale as she starts to understand the depth of Sophie's secrets. But why? Why wouldn't she tell me? The scene shifts to a dark alleyway where Sophie is found, tied up and barely conscious. She is rescued by the police and brought to safety. But the emotional toll of her situation is just beginning to unfold. Sophie sits quietly, now safe but visibly shaken. Emily enters and sits beside her. The tension between them is palpable. "Sophie, why didn't you tell me? We're supposed to be best friends. I could have helped you. I didn't want to drag you into this. I thought I could fix it on my own. I was wrong." Emily takes Sophie's hand, offering her comfort. "You're not alone. Not anymore." The camera pulls back to show Emily and Sophie standing together in front of the wedding venue, now empty. The sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over them.